Hello. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Hopefully you're having a wonderful Monday. Look at the beard's kind of weird today. I just got home from Las Vegas, so I've been out of the loop a little bit. Any big news today? Anything going on today? I'm out of the loop. What's going on? Any big news? There's probably something happened today that I'm just not aware of. What might have happened? I don't know. But we got to talk about the weekend that was. Just got home from Days of the Dead and had a fun time out there. Picked up just, actually 3 things, one of which I forgot over there. Maybe I'll grab that a little bit later. But I got 2 very cool things right here, plus a gang of pickups from Zia Records. And in just a moment, we're going to be joined by Mr. John Ward to talk about his Zia Records pickups from the weekend. He did not go to Days of the Dead with us, but he did go to Zia with us. So he got some things there. So we'll talk about all that stuff. It is Flight Risk Week. Mark Wahlberg, where he's on the plane and you find out, this is all in the trailer, so no spoilers. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I couldn't spoil it for you. But you find out in the trailer that he has killed the pilot and he is a bad guy flying this plane with a hostage or a witness that's on the way to testify, and he's supposed to kill the witness or whatever. It looks kind of fun, and that's coming out this week. So I'll be checking that out. We went and saw this. Went and saw Wolfman. AMC was giving out these posters, and it's so windy outside. So if my power goes out, if I lose power here while we're live tonight, forgive me. Hopefully I'll be able to jump back in or something, but it is beyond windy outside right now. I cannot believe I don't remember it ever being this particularly windy, but we went and saw this on Friday and did a review with John Ward, Matt, and myself. And I'm not, the poster got a little wrinkled in the wind coming in. I'm not so worried about it because I don't think this is something I would hang up. That's kind of a cool poster. It's like an eyeball, but it's kind of like some trees and stuff in a forest down there. But that movie was okay. It was just okay. I don't think I'll see myself buying it when it comes out. But if you haven't seen it yet, you might want to check it out. You could wait till it's streaming, and I think you'll be fine. But if you have seen it, let me know your thoughts. Or check out the video, check out the review that we did. I think we have different opinions. We have very different opinions of the movie in our review. So there's that this week. Aside from the Mark Wahlberg movie, there's not much going on. We did get some news over the past week about Scream, where Joel McHale is supposedly going to play Sydney's husband. So, and I guess he's going to be another Mark. So we're going to have like 2 Marks in the movie or something. So we'll see how it goes. But otherwise, I don't have too much in the way of movie news because I was super busy at Days of the Dead. I got into Vegas Thursday. We saw that movie. Friday went to Days of the Dead. Kind of scoped out the area, checked it all out. Saturday went back and got my pickups and had a lot of fun. Got to see some good friends and missed a couple friends, which was a bummer. And got to see some people like the Mahal brothers, who one of these days we got to get them on here. But Sonny and Michael Mahal, who are filmmaking legends in the Las Vegas community. They were there. And so this is the first time I've been friends with them online, kind of chatted with them or whatever over the years, but never met them in person. So that was pretty cool seeing them. But they had they crammed a lot of stuff into that space. It's not the biggest convention floor ever. In fact, I would guess Creep I.E is probably like I was trying to do the math. I would guess Creep I.E is probably like about 8 times as big because that one floor space that Days of the Dead has, you could probably fit like that 4 times in each room of Creep I.E. So maybe it's like 6, maybe 5 times. I don't know. But Creep I.E, Midsummer Scream, Monster Palooza is a little bit bigger, but like Comic-Con you can't compare it to. But the other conventions are a little bit bigger. So they pack a lot in there. But between Doug Bradley and Roger Jackson, Linnea Quigley, some of the others, it's such a big guest list that they had there. So it was a lot of fun seeing a lot of people. And but it seemed like they didn't have as many vendors. Maybe there was more guests, but it just felt like there weren't as many vendors as normal. And now I could be wrong, but it felt like they weren't as many vendors there. So we'll see what happens next year with it. But I had a great time. I really enjoyed it. So we're going to talk about those pickups here. So whenever John Ward jumps in, we'll dive into the Zia Records pickups. But first, before we do anything, let me say hello to you all. Antonis, what's going on? How you doing? Nick B, what's up? Trump is back in DC. Yes, he is. Inauguration day today. Whether you like the president or not, it is it's part of the American process. It's what helps us live free. And so like them or not, it's a big day for America. Dominic, what's going on? Nocturnal, what up? Yep, Nocturnal was out there. Got to hang with Nocturnal and go to went to like Zia Records and hung out for a while yesterday with Nocturnal. It was pretty cool. Mr. Bones, what is going on? And Brian Sanchez, what up? A House of G fam, what's going on? Martin Lawrence was cast in Scream 7. Martin Lawrence was? I didn't hear that. Wow, that's interesting. Yes, Marky Mark is bald in that new movie. It looks very funny. We'll see how that goes. Also windy in LA right now. Yeah, the whole Southern California, very, very windy. Very windy. Dominic says Mahal Brothers do crowdfunding for their films. Yes, they do. And it's funny because at the convention there, at Days of the Dead, there were a couple other movies that were like crowdfunding or selling roles. That's one way to get a movie done. Personally, I don't really care for that style of filmmaking because people who shouldn't be cast in your movie can buy a role in your movie, and sometimes that affects the product. Plus, I just don't know. It's not the way I would like to make a film. Hey, if I could raise enough money making a movie like that, maybe I would. I don't know, but I kind of cringe when I see people selling movie roles. I just don't like it. And plus, I mean, I've seen some of these movies, and a lot of people that buy these roles, they're not actors, and they just kill the movie. So it is what it is. But yes, they do. And to each their own. And maybe that's, something that, if we ever get them to join the show here, we can talk to them about and see what they do to try. Because I'm sure they go like, okay, this guy bought a role, but he's not an actor. What do we do to fit him in the movie, but not like hurt the movie. So that's something that we could definitely talk to him about. Logan, what's going on? 5 degrees in Chicago, -5. Oof. Yes, it is very cold all around the country. Even Southern California, it's pretty chilly for Southern California standards, but the wind doesn't help. But Vegas, oof, it was cold at night the last few nights out there. So I'm glad to be home in the warm, cozy comforts of my home here. Jose Canseco, what's up, Mr. Jose Canseco? Glad to hear you had a great time at the convention. Well, thank you very much for that. Well, and I'll tell you what, Jose, you know, we saw you at the buffet out there in Vegas a while back. I was there with Wet Movie One, a Fluffy Gamer, and we were at the Golden Corral and saw you and your twin brother there at the buffet. It was pretty cool. So, how you doing, Jose Canseco? Mr. Bones, what's up with pound cake? What are we talking about? Pound cake? I'm missing something here. Musashi, what's up? Antonis saw Craven the Hunter last Tuesday on digital. You were right. It was not good. No, it was not very good. It was not. So without further ado, let me talk about 2 of the pickups that I got at Zia Records before John Ward jumps in. But John, if you're watching, jump in anytime you want. But my main goal, not reason, reason is they're fun. We have a great time. But my main goal at the convention was to get the Scream Funko, the Ghostface Funko signed by Roger Jackson. And that I did. It is, maybe I can get rid of that and help the glare a little bit. But there it is. He wrote in a finer tip pen, which is good because trying to get it where you could see it. Sorry, without the reflection there. But because signing Roger Jackson, actually signing his full name, not just going with like initials or anything, it's kind of a long name. So I'm glad that he kind of used a smaller pen. But and then he wrote Ghostface right down below. So I could have paid a little bit more, like $20 more, to get him to write, what's your favorite scary movie or something like that. But I'm good with him just signing and writing Ghostface. I'm perfectly fine with that. So now I've got my Ghostface Funko signed. So there, and I was telling Roger Jackson, this was pretty cool. I was telling him, well, I got all dark by taking that down. Let me put this thing back up there, a little bit more light there. But I was talking to Roger Jackson about this, and I said, yeah, I've got this also. And I thought about, asking him to sign it here, but then I was kind of debating. And so I went with the Funko and stuff. And he thought that was, pretty interesting, pretty cool. But I wound up having to go with the Funkos because I am trying to collect a Funko from each horror franchise signed. But when we were sitting there talking to Roger Jackson, or as we approached, I was with Matt, and we saw on his table posters from Mars Attacks. And neither did Matt, realize that the voice of the aliens through the little computer translator thing was Roger Jackson in the movie Mars Attacks. And so I sat down there with Roger Jackson to get a picture, and he starts talking in the Mars Attacks little alien voice, just going on this little rant, this little roll. It was very, very funny. And unfortunately, Rogers, as you go up to the table, it says no video. And so I don't have video of that, but I can tell you, Roger Jackson's a very friendly guy, a very funny guy, and just very gracious. And like he was asking everybody, he wanted to know my name, he wanted to know Matt's name, and like fist bumping us and stuff. And just a great, great dude. So when you meet somebody who's nice like that, you feel even better about having their autograph in your collection. So I'm very, very happy to have this Roger Jackson autograph added to my collection of signed Funkos. So we'll put this up here next to the popcorn bucket. And speaking of that popcorn bucket right there was given to me by Shadow Man, who we were trying to connect with like at one evening, and we were trying to connect with at the convention. But and he messaged us, and the one night we were like already drunk and out of our minds. And then at the convention, He'd mentioned like he was getting off work or something like 2, going to try and get over there. And we hadn't heard from him. And we were walking around the convention looking for him. And eventually by about like almost 5 o'clock, we had to get going. And because I wanted, and this was Saturday, I wanted to go around town and see if I could find a Pinhead Funko. And the Pinhead Funko, they had a Pinhead Funko at the convention, but they wanted $75 for it. Now, Friday, I saw one there for like 40 or 45, and I should have pulled the trigger on it, but I didn't. Somebody else bought it. And then the only other one at the convention, they wanted 75. So I was like, I'm not going to pay $75 for a Funko that's not even signed. So we went around town, Zia Records. We went to Nightmare Toys and trying to find a Pinhead Funko, but we just couldn't. And I thought, and if I find the Pinhead Funko, I go back Sunday and get Doug Bradley to sign it, because I already have Doug Bradley's autograph, but it's just on a picture. So I would like to get Doug Bradley's autograph on a Funko like the rest, to have one for that, for the Hellraiser franchise. Couldn't find one, so that was a bummer. So I didn't get Doug Bradley's, but Doug Bradley would have been $50. So if I could have bought a Funko, like a regular Funko, you pay like $10, $15. Let's say I spent $15 and then got him to sign it for $50. I would have been Doug Bradley's autograph on a Pinhead Funko for $65. Would have been a no-brainer. You have to do it. So couldn't find the Funko. So, oh well. Now I did only because when I went there, it was like, I mean, so many celebrities. I could have got tons and tons of autographs. I would have loved to have got the cast of the Revenge of the Nerds, which this Wednesday, 2 days from now, I will be releasing my full video from the convention. I have a ton of footage of seeing celebrities with friends and the Revenge of the Nerds panel, which is epic. Lamar actually gets up and sings the song and like the rap, and they do a little dance, and we get great stories from the cast members that were there. And from Robert, drawing a blank at his last name, but the main dude who does, he does the nerd laugh for us on camera and stuff. So that was great. Now the only thing now with Days of the Dead, and I don't know if this is with all their panels or what, but every other convention that I go to, when they have panels, you have the cast. And then off to the side, you have like the host, the person who's, asking the questions or introducing them and stuff. The host at Days of the Dead was a little cringy, and for various reasons. Now, I'd seen her like YouTube or Instagram a while back, and I don't know if she used that to get involved with Days of the Dead, or if she was just involved with Days of the Dead and then started YouTube or what. I don't know her history. I always thought, that she was pretty cool, person to follow on Instagram and stuff. But I was very cringed out by the panel and the way they did it. So this will not change my opinion of Days of the Dead. This will not change my desire to go back next year. But anybody from Days of the Dead, if you're watching, take your panel person and put them off to the side. And then at the end of the panel, all the Revenge of the Nerds cast stand up to take a picture so we can take pictures of them. And she stands in the middle. And I'm like, nothing personal, but I don't want this fucking broad in my picture of the Revenge of the Nerds. And nobody else does either. So there's that. She did a fine job hosting, but where she positioned herself, she tried to, it was like, felt like she make it about her. And that wasn't cool. Because we were there to honor the 40th anniversary of Revenge of the Nerds and enjoy them. So she should have moved off to the side. And then she put her business card. She's like handing out business cards on the edge of the platform there. How cringy and desperate can you get? I mean, like, I saw there was a couple vendors there that I was like, bro, you guys are cringy as F. So I don't know why she did that. I didn't like that she did that. I would have been embarrassed as hell to have a Revenge of the Nerds panel, me be the host and try and hand out my business card. Like, who am I? You know, you're just some person who has 10,000 Instagram followers. They're the freaking Revenge of the Nerds cast. So she should have stayed in her lane. She did not. So the picture, maybe I'll crop myself over her or something in the middle. I don't know, but I have this picture from Revenge of the Nerds with her in it. It's weird. And again, otherwise I have nothing against her, but I don't know. Maybe she needs a course in panel hosting or something. But I have one other pickup from Days of the Dead, and I see John is getting ready to hop in here. I'll give him, he was there and he stepped up for a minute, so I'll give him just a second. But I picked up this Super Vixens. I got this at the Severin booth, and I saw this at the Severin pop-up a while back with Master Chaos and Jeff and a bunch of other folks. And this was absolutely hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And so when I saw it there on the table at the Severin booth, which credit to Nocturno, because I couldn't even find the Severin booth, and he pointed out. So we went back and I was able to pick this up. This is not porn, but it is pretty close. The director Russ Meyer did do some porn stuff, but this is not porn. It's pushing the envelope, but it's not porn. It's close, but it's not. But it is hilarious. It's absolutely amazing. So let's see here. I saw somebody a second ago mention that
it's vamp time.
It is indeed vamp time. And speaking of vamp time, man, do I got something to talk about when it comes to Thomas Jane here in a minute. But hello, Mr. John Ward. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello, everybody. What? Get my head right. There you go. Hello, everybody in the comment section. Hello.
Oh yeah, addressing the comments. I like that. That was funny. So, have you ever seen Super Vixens?
I have seen some Russ Meyer films, but not all of them. I have not seen that one. No.
This is absolutely hysterical. The audience, the entire audience in the theater when we saw this at the Severin pop-up were in stitches, and Matt and I were in stitches. Matt was saying that his cheeks hurt from laughing so hard the entire time. It's absolutely amazing. So I was thrilled to have picked this up. So I got this and the Funko, and then, which did I show you? Did you get to see the Roger Jackson autograph on there? He wrote it.
Oh, no.
It's like kind of a, it's trying to do it without the glare there, but smaller ink, because his name goes all the way across because he signs his full name. So I think it looks nice. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, it looks good. He signs it in red too.
Yeah, and then wrote Ghostface right below. So I like that.
Nice.
So I got that, and I got this, and I got a Days of the Dead t-shirt over here. It's way over there, so I won't show that. It says Days of the Dead, and it has Jason Voorhees down below. So those three things, those are the three things that I picked up at the convention. But it was good to see you this weekend, John.
Good to see you too. And you just showed off a Funko, and you found me one and brought it to Vegas. And I thank you very much for the Patty Jenkins Funko Pop, part of the Directors series. This is one of my hate purchases. So this goes right next to She-Hulk. And it was, and I told Philip, do not take the price tag off. Clearance, $2. $2.
There you go.
So if I ever get to meet her or have her at see her at a convention, I'm going to have her sign it just like the She-Hulk one with all the stickers on them, and then have her sign it with the $2 thing right here. It's not that she's a horrible director. Like, Monster's a great movie, and she did good on the first Wonder Woman, but I heard that was more, Zack Snyder than anything. And then that she had full control with Wonder Woman 1984, which is why we have not seen her since. But thank you very much. This sits in a very special section. So
nice. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to have been of service. So I, over the weekend, during a couple different trips to Zia Records, accumulated, I believe, 23 movies. Well, 23 physical cases, a couple of which are multiple movies in one, but 23 different purchases over there, plus the Super Vixens would be 24 different physical media like cases. So what did you, how many did you pick up a bunch of stuff at Zia?
Well, since you have, let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, looks like 10.
Okay.
But since you have many, I can add this one. I can add this one. And oh, maybe that's it. Okay, so at least I can add 2 more.
I think House of G-Fam said, hello, governor. Hello.
Hello. Hello to Wicked Network. Thank you for the shout out.
Yes. Oh, yes. So what happened with not going live this weekend? So there was a bit of a hang up. Oh, and it was James that referenced the Vamp Time. What's up, James? So the intention was to go live Saturday night after the convention. However, we had a designated driver set up. Designated driver bailed or canceled on us, and I had no designated driver. So I was like, well, what do we do? And we wound up leaving Fremont Street to go look for the Funko to try and get Doug Bradley to sign. And then we went back and I was like, I can't drink and I'll have to drive. Do I spend another $20 to park? Because it was $20 to park, no in and out privileges. And I couldn't justify it. Well, we had intended on going down to the Double Down Saloon and seeing the band Stagnetti's Cock. And that fell through as well, just because not having a designated driver really killed the evening. So next year for Days of the Dead, I will not, because I was staying with Matt, and he lives about 15-20 minutes away from downtown. Next year, I'm just going to break down, get a hotel. I'm not going to rely on anybody to be a designated driver. So it sucks when, you're kind of planning on something and people don't come through, when people let you down, it's pretty tough. So unfortunately, because of that, was not able to pull off a live stream. And then we were back at Matt's and Matt was like, well, we can go live here. And I was bummed. I wanted to go to Double Down and I wanted to do a live stream on Fremont with you all. And so I was not in the greatest mood to do one from Matt's house. So that's why that did not happen. So I apologize there. DG, who ate my popcorn? Sup, y'all? I did not eat your popcorn. John, did you steal DG's popcorn?
I have it right here.
You have it right there. Well, there you go.
Right there.
He's not eating it yet. Oh, no, he's working on it as we speak. So sorry. Well, so now did you pull out some pickups from Zia prior to this weekend? Is that what you grabbed?
I grabbed 3 extra. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me go for, well, then how about this? I will start with these because I have 2 that I picked up that I have not shown yet that were not from Vegas or Zia or the conventions. And these I picked up at Walmart. They were $10 a piece. And that's Warm Bodies, because Walmart came out with these Blu-ray cases with these pretty cool black slip covers and all red ink and stuff. They look great. And they were like $10. One was $8.99, one was $9.99, but Warm Bodies. And I don't remember, this is, I think maybe 5 or 6 years old or something. It's not too old. It's maybe 10 years old at most, but Warm Bodies is not too old. Came out in the 20 teens. So there's Warm Bodies. And then I also got from the 80s, if I remember right, My Best Friend is a Vampire. I did not own either of these movies, both of them on Blu-ray for less than $10 a piece with the cool artwork. I thought that was a deal that I had to take advantage of. So your thoughts on this one, John? My Best Friend is a Vampire.
I have it as a double feature. It might be like a quad feature. I think maybe there's 4 movies on it. I've never seen it though. It's okay. But I do have it in a collection.
Well, maybe we'll have to assign some homework and talk about it on a video soon. Mr. Bones says vampire is a Vestron. Okay, that's cool. Does it? I'm just showing Lionsgate down here, but they have a Vestron release of it as well, I guess, huh? That's cool. So let's see. Oh, they took the Vestron slip off to put the Valentine slip on it. Okay. Well, that's cool though, because I mean, I like this artwork. I don't know what the other one looks like, but I like this one. I think it looks cool. So what were the three that you pulled out from before the weekend?
Oh, okay. So let's see here. I got well, I have two of them are already packed away. Because as you can see, there's a lot of boxes and empty shelves and stuff here. So I went on a little bit of a well, I got Ronin is one of them. So you know that one because I messaged you about it and
Good
I watched
film.
it the day I got it. Yeah, it's John Frankenheimer. So it's got some great chase sequences in it. Really good cast too. And I bought this at the same time as the remake of The Eye with Jessica Alba and a film called Marshall. And I got those two because they were originally Tom Cruise and Paula Wagner had a film company together. And when all the Scientology stuff happened around the time of War of the Worlds and Mission Impossible 3, Paramount dropped him. They had a separation, and she went off and produced some films herself. So I decided to pick those movies up to kind of add to the Tom Cruise Wagner collection. So The Eye is one of them. And then, like I said, the Marshall, which I guess is a true story, but it does have Chadwick Boseman, Josh Gag, Sterling K. Brown, and Kate Hudson, and it says based on true events. So have no idea.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then I also picked up The Beach.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio, who I guess is in some hot water right now. But it is directed by Danny Boyle, of course, who did, 28 Days Later and Slumdog Millionaire and just a Train Spotting. And it's written by Alex Garland, who is now his own director. So he did one of your favorite films. He did Civil War.
Oh, love that movie. Yeah. I was like, why doesn't this ring a bell? Oh, okay.
Yeah. This has a great scene of Leo talking to a shark. This is a good movie, actually. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. And then Jonathan Moody and I are going to be reviewing on his channel It Could Happen to You, which is the Nicolas Cage movie, which also has Brigitte Fonda. But I found a double feature with Guarding Tess. So I figured, well, I mean, I collect Nicolas Cage movies, so I'll just grab the double feature. And
there you go.
Yeah, they're on their own disc, which is good. So
nice.
Yeah, so it's got like a little they're like that. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So these are the ones that I added.
Okay, nice. Well, I will start with, because I've got two stacks over here. I have a stack that of movies that were on my list that I was looking for based on recommendations from viewers or just things that I had wanted or recommendations from somewhere. So I'll go through those and then I'll let you go through yours. And then after that, then I'll go through the movies I bought that were not on my list. Let's see. Jude is in the house. What's up, Jude? How you doing? You're late again. That's all right. You'll be all right. You will be all right. The first thing I picked up, and this was pretty cool because I had the 3-movie box set here, which I could have pulled out ahead of time, but I owned this. And so I wanted to get, what are the other two? First Purge and Forever Purge. So I was looking for the First Purge and the Forever Purge, and I stumbled across this with all 5 of them for $15.99. So I've got all 5 on Blu-ray and one box set for $15.99. So this 3 movie set probably wind up going up on eBay, but there it is, all 5 movies. I love it. Mr. Bones, you got this? Very cool. Nice. So that knocked out. I got the entire Purge franchise now.
But now you got to get the 2 seasons of the TV show.
Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see how that goes.
It's good.
Maybe. Okay. Well, keep an eye out then and check it out. Now, this is actually a double feature here, but I just needed the Uninvited or just Uninvited. That was on my list. Somebody recommended that to me. A Jack Elam film, but it also came with Demonic with Tom Savini. So, and I think I have Demonic, but to get Uninvited there, to knock that off my list. And this, I lost one of my receipts, but I get all anal and I like to take the stickers off right away.
Oh, me too.
So, but this was on sale. This was in the clearance. It was like, I think $3.99 or $2.99 for this. So I got that for a very good price there. Let's see. Jennifer, what's up, Jennifer? Thank you for that $5 super chat. You rock. How you doing? I'm doing very well. It's very windy outside, and we lost one of our trash cans. It's blown away. So we're going to have to contact the trash company because it's very, very windy. But otherwise, I am doing phenomenal. I had a great weekend. Made it home in time to hang out and talk with you all tonight. So life is good. Jennifer, I hope you are doing well as well. But thank you for that super chat. You absolutely rock. And so Mr. Bones, you got this blue too? That's cool.
I got that one too.
Oh, very nice. And then so I have wanted this from meeting Mike Mendez in person at the autograph signing for, I forget what that movie was called, but it was the one that had Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite, and he was there. But meeting Mike Mendez there, then Mike Mendez was also on an episode of Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel with us, and he's very good friends with Master Chaos, and it was cool to get to be in videos and get to know him a little bit and stuff. He's a great, great guy. Well, a long time ago, we had one of the movies we had talked about or reviewed on Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel was The Convent. And now The Convent, the DVD was at Zia, but it was $30. So I was like, I'm not spending $30 for an old DVD. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Bones, Satanic Hispanics. What's up, Jamming Music Man? How you doing? Let's see. Jennifer says, what up, John? I hope I got your name right. I'm terrible with names.
Oh, yes, yes.
Thank you. You did. Yes. Good job, Jennifer. You got it. Let's see. And Gale's in the house. Gale has my other trash can. Well, thanks, Gale. I'll zip right over and pick it up. You're only, I think, about 1,500 probably more than that. Probably closer to 2,000 miles away from here. So I'll be right over. But with the winds over here, it wouldn't surprise me if my trash can is 2,000 miles away right now. But The Convent, this was a fun movie. It did not belong on the Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel. This was a very fun watch. And it came out from Synapse Films, and it got, this is just a Blu-ray. A lot of them, they put them in the black cases, which look like a 4K, but it's just a Blu-ray. And this was $24.99. So, and I saw it there last time I was in Vegas, and I saw it before picking it up, but I was like, do I drop the $25 on this? I don't know if I like it that much, but then I said, you know what? I'm going to kick myself if I don't buy this and then it's not there or the price goes up because I really want this. And I'm sure I'll run into Mike again someday and try and get him to sign this for me, which I'm sure he would. But The Convent, is that a movie you've seen, John, The Convent?
I've not.
Oh, highly recommend it. Maybe when we're together someday, if you haven't watched it before, we can pop that on. So Jennifer Dabbs, yes, for getting John's name right. Yes, she got it. She knows what's up. Do you pick up Wild Eye releases? On occasion, if it's a movie I'm looking for. But I do have a good amount of Wild Eyes. I'm sure, John, you probably have more Wild Eye releases than I do.
I have 2 shelves. One shelf is double stacked, and then the other one is single stacked. I went off of their sale that they had. Were most of their movies, probably like 98% of them were $1. They're like 99 cents.
Oh,
and so I just that one. Oh, that's as far as I could go. Purchase. Okay, that one, and I just kept going, buying these things. But the next sale that they have, and I'm really hoping that they do another one of those, is because Meat Hook Massacre 4 is in there. And so, and for those who don't know, that's a film that I wrote, directed, and produced. And I want to buy like 100 of those, sign them and stuff like that. So
don't blame you. Don't blame you. Set up a little booth at a convention and sling them biatches.
That's right.
Yeah. Gale says Convent is good. He has it on 4K. Nice. I bought that with The Killers. I recommend that if you haven't seen it or own it. You're talking about The Convent? Is that what you're talking about with The Killers, Mr. Bones? So the Wild Eye releases, I don't seek them out, but I'll buy them. I don't avoid them. So now then another one on my list is Don't Open Till Christmas.
That's a good one.
I don't recall who, if anybody remembers who recommended these to me, you can let me know. Give yourself a little shout out. But Don't Open Till Christmas, I was able to pick that up. And then this one, I was like, do I wait and get this on Blu-ray? I saw it for $10, and then I go, no. And I'll wait to get it on Blu-ray. But then I found this for $1.99, and I was like, okay, I'm going to get it for $1.99. And that is Slither. And as you all know, I mentioned a while back after watching this is a phenomenal movie. Absolutely love it. And so I definitely had to get a copy in my collection. But it's not Blu-ray, but that's okay. It was $1.99. So, John, your thoughts? You a Slither fan?
Yes, I am a fan. Yeah, it's James Gunn, and even though I have no faith in him for DC, I enjoyed everything that he's done before that, including Trauma and all that stuff, Guardians of the Galaxy. But I just have no faith in him for the DC movies.
Nice. Yeah, it was good. Where's the goddamn Mr. Pibb? I'll tell you what, man, that's what I say when I go to Del Taco in Barstow now. They don't have Mr. Pibb anymore, and they can suck it. They switch over to Dr. Pepper. Speaking of which, I ignored Fluffy's comment a little while ago. Fluffy Gamer was in here and asked why I didn't go to Del Taco, or was mad that I did not go to Del Taco today. No, I did not go to Del Taco. I was not willing to sit in the traffic on Interstate 15 on a holiday just to go to Del Taco. That is not worth it for me. Del Taco's like, if you're passing by, okay, grab a bun taco, but I'm not driving an hour out of the way for it. So did not have any bun tacos today. No. But so now another movie, I have seen this, and it's not the greatest movie ever, but I own the sequel, which I have yet to watch, and that is Fear Farm. And it's like a group of kids go to a haunted house / corn maze, around Halloween time, and bad things happen. So I was like on the fence about buying it, but I think the other one I found, I don't know, probably at the Dollar Tree or something. So I was like, I'll pick this up. It was just a couple bucks. I don't remember exactly, but it was just a couple dollars. But so now I have Fear Farm 1 and 2, the whole
is that
caboozle.
What color is that box? Is that yellow?
That's yellow. I mean, some of the yellow.
Wow. Okay. That's rare.
And yeah, don't get cheap on me. Yeah. Another one that somebody recommended, a movie with Lori Loughlin, The Criminal, and James Spader.
Oh,
New Kids.
I love New Kids.
So I've yet to see this, but it was on the list.
Sean S. Cunningham too, Friday the 13th.
Okay. Oh yeah. But yeah, I have not seen this, and somebody recommended, so I put it on the list, and now I have it, and I will be able to watch it at some point. So that was cool.
It's a good flick.
Nice. So thank you to whoever recommended that. Mr. Bones says New Kids is crazy. I got that on Blue at Dollar Tree a while back. Oh man, you gotta have a Blu-ray at Dollar Tree. Oh man, lucky.
That's how I
Another
have it. It comes with that the VHS tape side on the cover.
And you got
It's
a
one of
Dollar
those.
Tree?
No, I think I just purchased it. It
Okay.
it was like $7 or something. Not a Dollar Tree. No.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I should have got it, but I didn't see it. I don't remember seeing it at Dollar Tree, but I got it now. I got a copy of it now. And then The Vanishing. This is one that I've been looking for a while. It's been on the list for quite a while. It's got Jeff Bridges, Kiefer Sutherland, Sandra Bullock, and the writing is very, very small, so I can't really read anybody else on the back there. But somebody recommended The Vanishing, and I own a movie called Vanishing, but not The Vanishing with this particular cast. So, John, have you seen this?
Yes, and I did not like it. It's a
Oh,
remake of a French film, and the
okay.
French film is much better.
Well, hopefully I like it. We'll see about that. Let's see. Oh, New Kids, Satanic Panic, and Spree were my best ever finds. Spree is phenomenal. And yes, so Spree, Satanic Panic, I got both of those at Dollar Tree, but I didn't get New Kids. That's a bummer. Have you seen Sleepers? I don't know. Is that Sleep? That's not Stephen King. Is that Sleepwalkers or something?
No, if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's a Barry Levinson film, and it's got that huge cast in it, like Brad Pitt and Jason Patrick, and
Okay.
it's got it's got a huge cast based on a really big book.
Okay. I don't think I've seen it. I don't know. I would have to pull it up. But we got a lot to get through right now, so I don't want to do that right now. My last two movies that were on my list, I got a bone to pick with somebody because I bought these two movies and they fucking suck. So somebody recommended to me, and Matt and I put this on and we turned it off after about 15 minutes. So maybe some point I will start it again and try and finish it, but we could not get through it the other night. And that is Mutant Chronicles with
I'm glad I didn't buy that.
Thomas Jane, Ron Perlman, and John Malkovich. That cast alone, I thought Mutant Chronicles was going to be great, but it is like a tiny little set and 90% green screen garbage. And the green screen, they just did not have the budget to have good effects. It is very, very bad. So we turned it off. So Mutant Chronicles, it was on my list and I don't know why. So yeah, that movie sucks. Yes, I would agree, Gale, after trying to get through it, but it's Thomas Jane, so I won't throw it away. So Kevin Bacon is in Sleepers. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember if I've seen that or not. And this one is funny. Matt and I actually made it over a half hour into this movie before we gave up and turned it off because it sucks. And this is a movie that somebody else recommended to me. And I don't know who, and I don't know why, but that is Deer Camp 86. This was, to quote Bulleit Blake, ass trash garbage. The dialogue is so bad and unrealistic. Nobody talks like this. It's supposed to be in 86. They're wearing clothes that didn't exist in 86. What is going on is so ridiculous that it's just, I mean, they got these stupid haircuts. I'm like, that haircut, that is like a modern day douchebag haircut. That's not a 1986 haircut. So I just had a lot of problems with that, but the dialogue is so unrealistic. And it's like any other stupid campy film where they go and they got to stop somewhere and there's basically don't go there, or problems or whatever. This one, you get these kids going to a bar and there's a girl. They like the girl. They want to come back for the girl. Well, the girl gets killed, and these other bad guys are blaming it on these guys. And then the cop is looking at them, and it's a case of who done it. And it was just so stupid. But our biggest problem was the dialogue. People just don't talk. It was like they had either AI write it or they wrote it like, you would type in proper English and not really speak. And so it was just, the dialogue was atrocious. And it was simple. There was no depth to the conversations. It was just straight dialogue, the question you would expect to be asked, so this was just trash. I don't know if it will stay in my collection or not. I'm not even going to lie, but I'm very bummed out that I spent $8 on this garbage. So these two right here, whoever did this, whoever recommended these to me, joke's on me, right? Haha. I kid. I love getting recommendations. Sometimes we like the movie, sometimes we don't. But Deer Camp 86 and Mutant Chronicles, don't do it. Don't do it to yourselves. Steve Mayers, what's up, Steve? And those are the movies that were on my list. So I just crossed all these off of the list. I have another stack of movies over here that were not on my list, but let's see what John got first.
Okay, should I go through all of them? And then you go to your list, to your stack, or
that's what I was kind of thinking. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the first, all right. Well, the first one that I have is the most expensive one that I bought, and it goes a little past my price range. But I don't think people are buying physical media, especially if it's bad. So it's hard to find certain films. Like, I own all the Expendables movies, and I want part 4, even though I've heard it's bad, and I can't find it for like less than $25 or $20. So I won't buy it. But this finally came down in price, and that's A Quiet Place Day 1.
Oh yeah.
So this is I like the other 2 films, and basically this goes into the Michael Bay collection. So it's Michael Bay is one of the producers on this, and it's also, of course, John Krasinski, is one of the producers on this too.
Do you own the other 2?
I do. I'm a big fan of them. Yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
Day 1 was good. I liked it. And Mr. Bones liked it as well. Yeah. I really enjoyed that movie. It's a great addition to that franchise.
I find it interesting because in A Quiet Place Part 2, it is Day 1. Day 1 is right at the beginning of the movie, because they're at the baseball game, and then the aliens fall and they're running all over town. So they kind of already did a little bit of Day 1. But it's just in that area. It's not like in like New York or, So.
Yeah. Day 1 with a different cast, different set of people we're following along. So, but that's okay.
Yeah. This is a spinoff. There is a part 3 coming out. So, which I guess is more official, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked it.
And Mr. Bones says it has a smart kitty in it. Yes, it does. It's a very, very smart kitty cat.
Yeah. I was going to be very bummed if anything happened to that cat. And then I did pick up the Black Phone, which I have not seen. This is the collector's edition, and it's written by Stephen King's son, Joe Hill.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you enjoy it. It's a pretty good flick, and I'm very much looking forward to the sequel.
Yeah, I think I will. Then I got this, I think kind of goes along with A Quiet Place. That is It Comes at Night.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. Well, John Gale says, I can send you Expendables 4 on Blu-ray. I can send you if you want. If you want a gift from Gale, say yes.
Yes, I would love a gift from Gale. Thank you. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, Gale is such a legend. We love Gale.
Yeah, that is very nice of you. Thank you very much. Yeah. There's all these, and the prices don't really go down, and I guess nobody buys them. So you're not going to have like a whole thing of them where you could price them at $10. No, you're only going to have 2 movies, maybe 1 or 2, and they're going to be like $25, $30. So
that is one thing with Zia Records, but I mean, Walmart doesn't drop their prices, Amoeba doesn't drop their prices, but like Zia Records, if you go in there, you'll see a movie like, for example, Deer Camp. They might have 5 of these in there, and as they've told me, the longer they sit on the shelf, they'll look and on the tags, it has like a code or a date. They're able to know when it was put on the shelf. And after so long, they lower the price a little bit. But there's certain movies, like newer movies, that they just don't do that. Black Phone, you were pretty lucky to find at a lower price. And other movies like Thanksgiving, they still want like $25 or $30 for the movie Thanksgiving on Blu-ray. So, and When Evil Lurks, they still want like, I think it's it's When Evil Lurks. They still want like $30 or $25. And it's just like, it's just sitting there. Just maybe slash the price a few dollars. I want to get When Evil Lurks, and I want to get Thanksgiving, but I don't want to pay those prices.
Yeah. So you really have to wait. And just if I wanted a Quiet Place Day One with the slipcover, which I would have preferred, it was full. It was like $30.
Yeah,
and I paid $15 for it without the slipcover, and they were both used. But I guess they're like, oh, slipcover, let's tack on, $10 or more to it.
Not worth it. Yeah, not worth it.
No, especially when you can go onto eBay and probably find the slipcover. So just at some point, for like $5.
Yeah.
The next one is the movie that landed Daniel Craig, James Bond, and that's Layer Cake by Matthew Vaughn.
Oh yeah, fun movie.
I've never seen it, but it's Matthew Vaughn, and I like Matthew Vaughn, so I figured, I should own it.
Yeah. Mr. Bone says Nick Cage has a movie like Quiet Place called Arcadian. Have y'all seen it? I have not.
I want to. I have not seen it, but I want to. Yeah.
I got to add it to the list. Nick B just bought 125 DVDs on Facebook Marketplace for $30. Got a lot of good horror too.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's great, man. That is great. Carry on, John.
All right. Maybe I should save. Okay, so I should put these together. I got this only because I just love Jessica Alba. I think she is so hot, and she pretty much left Hollywood because that's all people thought of her. And so I figured, well, why not get this? And I saw on YouTube like a documentary or something about her where she doesn't like this movie because they cut out everything and it's basically just her ass underwater in like a bikini, and that's Into the Blue. So I'm just like, so I picked that up.
Yeah. Who's that hunk next to her?
That would be Paul Walker.
Oh, rest in Paul Walker.
Yep. For a while, his career was on fire.
Yeah. Well, man, we got to stop. We can't do this. We can't go down this road. Can't go down this road. We might run into a tree. I want to see the Arcadian 2. It's on Shudder last I checked. Oh, okay. Very nice. I have added it to the list. I will be checking it out. Very cool.
This also has Scott Conn, Josh Brolin, so it's got some decent people in it. And it's directed by John Stockwell, who was an 80s actor. He was Arnie's friend in Christine. So the friend that warns, the guy not to buy the car, and he turned into a director. So just like the guy who bought the car also is a director now. Both of them are directors.
That's cool. So, the greatest thing about Into the Blue?
What's that?
It's not Fast and the Furious.
Oh, how dare you? How dare you?
You're welcome.
How dare you?
Yeah. Anybody who doesn't know, I'm not a big Fast and
my
Furious
second favorite action franchise.
Brian says, greetings, Mr. John Wood.
Greetings to you too, kind sir. Then I have, this is a replacement. So Daybreakers. I would vampire flick, and it's got Sam Neill as the lead vampire guy in this. And I love Sam Neill. I would love to work with him because of Omen 3, Damien. And I watched Werewolves, and for some reason, while I was watching it, I'm like, why do I keep thinking of Daybreakers? Like Daybreakers, if you took the vampires out and put in werewolves, this would be a good sequel to Werewolves, because it's kind of the same thing in a way. But yeah, I was watching it on Blu-ray because I just got done watching Werewolves, and it stopped halfway through. It just paused and could not fix it, so I had to buy another one. So which is fine. Yeah, it's a good movie. So if people haven't seen it, you should. And then I got this on DVD. I don't even know why I didn't try finding it on Blu-ray, because I have Leviathan, but this is Deep Star 6, which is also Sean S. Cunningham. So we have 2 Sean S. Cunningham movies.
I feel like you probably would have found that on Blu-ray, huh?
Yeah, I didn't look. They had like 5 copies of this, and it was really cheap. So I'm like,
sometimes
I'll just grab it.
Sometimes I goof and do that as well. Walk out of the store, and then you're like, why didn't I look for this on Blu-ray?
It's the only one I didn't look for. It was weird.
Oh, that's funny.
Now, these last 2, I got these because I love religious stuff. I really do, especially being an atheist. And I saw this because, and I told you this when we were at Zia Records, is Christians hated this movie and they didn't like Christian Bale a lot for it. And that's Exodus, Gods and Kings, where he plays Moses. And he went on some talk shows talking about the research that he did for Moses. And he goes, oh yeah, Moses was a nut job. He was completely insane. There was something mentally wrong with the guy.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he kind of plays it that way in this. And it's a Ridley Scott movie, and it explains like the curses of Egypt, like the locusts and the blood in the river, and it actually gives kind of scientific reasons for them happening, not religious ones. So even Ridley Scott kind of destroys the religious part of this. And saying, oh yeah, no, the locusts weren't sent by God. It was because they had, all this grain, all this wheat, and so they, that type of thing. So, and then I thought, well, if I'm gonna pick this one up, then I gotta pick up Noah, Russell Crowe, and this is Darren Aronofsky did this one, and I did research with it. It also has Hermione in it too. And I guess it follows the Bible kind of, because in the Bible, they do talk about giants helping Noah build the ark. And there's giants in this. It's very Lord of the Rings. It is very much that. And I didn't know about the giants and all that. I'm like, oh, come on. Giants are helping him build the ark?
So it's a documentary?
No, it's a movie.
Oh, I'm kidding.
Oh. So I had to get this because it says, if you liked Braveheart, Gladiator, and Titanic, you'll love Noah.
Oh, I didn't know Noah sent people to their death. I mean,
Russell Crowe plays Noah totally crazy.
Oh.
Like, he's nuts. Like he's threatening people and he is complete. You can see him here. He's kind of looking up to the heavens, and yeah, he's a complete nut job in this. He's absolutely obsessed. God spoke to him and said, "Go make this ark," and everybody around him is laughing at him, and because they think that he's a whack job.
Well, then, you know what? Cry me a river when you're drowning and I'm floating around in my big ark. Suck it, bitches.
Yeah, that's what happened. So, and it's yeah. So I'm especially very happy with these 2. So
there you go. And they're Blu-rays. Phenomenal.
Yes, I made sure to. I definitely wanted them, especially with the directors, Darren Aronofsky and Ridley Scott. You got to have them on Blu-ray.
Nice. Gale says, I'm so old, I have to show Moses how to part the Red Sea.
That is
you're not that old, Gale. Well, Gale, you're only like 4 years older than John, so
I'm 25.
oh, my fault. Well, yeah, and Gale's 29. What are
Life's
you talking
been
about?
tough on me.
Yeah, Jude says Christian Bale actually did research for the film. Let's see. It's funny. I always wanted to watch Into the Blue. I realized I have in my collection. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you know what? I've done that. There's been times where I'm like, oh, I need to watch this movie. And then you're looking around and you're like, oh, holy shit, I got it. Like, oh, okay. I don't have to worry about trying to stream it. Stockwell also played Cougar in Top Gun.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that, we're talking about the guy from Christine, huh?
Yeah. John
Okay.
Stockwell. Yeah.
Okay. And Gale likes Daybreakers. Very cool. Very cool.
Great movie.
So, yeah, that's nice pickups you got there, John.
Thank you.
Hopefully it didn't, break the bank or anything, but
surprisingly, it didn't. It was actually okay because I tried to find because you taught me something because you had mentioned this just 5 minutes ago or whatever with the stickers and stuff at Zia Records and that they know when they were put out and everything. And some of sometimes something will be like $4.99 and then some others will be $6.99. And I thought, oh, $4.99 must mean it's bad. Like there's something missing, or maybe like the disc is scratched. But you told me it's just because it's older. So they marked it down while the $6.99 one would be newer.
Yeah. And there are times where you look and you'll see one copy looks a lot better than the other, but it's possible they're the same price. Or I've even seen where one copy looks better than the other and it's cheaper than the other. So, you have, if you see multiple movies, if you see multiple of the same movie at Zia Records, you have to look at all of them and check the prices and see where they are. So,
so I think these were all the cheapest ones I could find, but the best looking ones.
Nice. Very cool. Well, we'll go through the movies I picked up that were not on my list. And this one, I think at some point we'll probably do a video talking about Oz Perkins. And so you pointed this out, Gretel and Hansel. And I saw it and I was like, you know what? That name sounds familiar. And then I just forgot that it was Oz Perkins. But after you mentioned that, I was like, oh, yeah, I need to get a copy of that. So there it is, Gretel and Hansel. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, because we're going to be, long legs and we have the monkey coming out and stuff. So
another one that just, man, why is that thing like $30 or $40?
Yeah. What are you going to do? I bought a movie called Farm. Actually, it's 4 movies. And I bought it because at the top, there's Mother's Day Massacre. It also has Deadfall Trail, which I've not seen, but then it has Puppet Master and a memory with, I forget. I think it says starring Anne Margaret, but I think I've seen Memory, the bottom one, but I've not seen Deadfall Trail or Mother's Day Massacre, and I love the holiday horror movies. So to get a movie called Mother's Day Massacre. Now, have you seen Mother's Day Massacre?
No, I have it on a collection, but not that collection.
Okay. Well, we'll have to check that out around Mother's Day. And then talking about Mother's Day movies. And what's up, Michael McNally? How you doing? How about a little Father's Day action? So picked up Father's Day here. And you be the judge. Looks fun. You got,
I know of it. I think it's Trauma, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, it is Trauma, and they've got some cheeks on the back. But I mean, that goes without saying when it comes to Trauma. But there's some cheeky cheeks back there. But Father's Day, a holiday horror movie. Speaking of holiday horror movies, for the 3rd one in a row, how about Deathcember? Probably some stupid movie about a guy at a storage locker with an axe. I'm kidding.
Probably. What a-hole would make that stupid crap?
Yeah, he's just ripping off the Easter Bunny guy.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
But it's got very small writing, and I think this is the one. Oh, it's like 24 short films for like the 24 days leading up to Christmas by 24 different directors. So it's a like an anthology with a whole bunch of short films. So Deathcember.
So
And
you should. Do you own the movie Holidays?
I have seen it, and no, you know what? I don't own a copy of it. I'm looking right. HOL Hollows Hollywood Honeymoon. No, I don't own Holidays. I should really get a copy of it. I like Holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do I.
You're a fan, aside from Kevin Smith's short, right?
I enjoyed it. I thought Kevin Smith's was the worst one.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I seem to remember. Okay. And then Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. I think you recommended this to me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And movie I don't have. But this was pretty cheap. I think it was, and this was brand new. I had to take like all the tape and everything off, and even the little tab at Zia, their electronic device that makes the alarm go off if you steal it, was on the outside. So this was brand new, factory sealed. So there it is. Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. And that is like a zombie movie, John?
It is. But like I told you, it's a slow burn. It's like, I think the mid to late 70s. And it's Bob Clark, I think, who did, Christmas Story, Porky's, Black Christmas.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. You ever seen the Hansel and Gretel that Master Chaos helped out with? I have not. So I don't know. I know Master Chaos has worked on or been a part of a bunch of movies that I have not seen, but that one is one I definitely have not seen. So Gale is a fan of Father's Day. Very cool. And then this, I had no intention of buying this. And in fact, I don't even think, like, I just, it wasn't on my list or anything, but I found this in the clearance bin for $1.99, and that is the Butterfly Effect 3. So I looked on my little phony phone at my pictures and realized that I didn't even own 2. So I got this for $1.99, and then went over and picked up Butterfly Effect 2, I believe for $4.99. So got both these for $7. So now I have Butterfly Effect 1, 2, and 3. So could I have got them on Blu-ray? Yeah, maybe. But the part 1 I got on DVD, and I'm fine with that for this particular franchise. If I love them, maybe I'll upgrade them someday. We'll
love see. The first Butterfly Effect.
The first one, yes, but I've not heard great things about 2, apparently, right?
2 is not very good. It was a rushed job. There's actually a making of on it, and they talk about that. Part 3, I really enjoyed, even though it has Jonathan Moody and I reviewed all 3 of them. And the ending of part 3 is beyond bizarre. It is one of the weirdest twist endings, but I could see them making a TV series out of how they do it.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, it would be interesting to just have people, like a whole bunch of people with that ability, and you just have multiple stories, and they take care of things and that go back in time to stop a car accident or a murder or an assassination. And so it feels almost like a pilot for a TV series, but it's better than that. It's not cheap.
Ah, that's cool. Hamilton Books has Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things on Blu-ray for $4.95. Well, dang it. Because that's it's like basically what I paid for the DVD. Oh well, what are you gonna do?
Hamilton Book is good. They got some good stuff. They got some. Good
I don't even know where Hamilton Books is. I don't think I have them around here.
Oh, you don't? It's online.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
It's mostly a book place, but they got into selling movies, and you can find like hundreds of movies for really cheap. Couple bucks, $5. It's really good.
Good to know. The first Butterfly Effect is good as I can remember. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I think we all like the first one. Mr. Bones loves the first one, hated 2, so never bothered with 3. Okay, I don't blame you. That makes sense. So then I picked up a movie called Unhinged. This one, it says the nightmare begins when you wake up. This is apparently the original uncensored version. And it says it contains nudity, violence, language, and disturbing themes. A lot of the good things you want in a horror movie.
Yeah.
And then they advertise it as outselling Poltergeist before it was banned in the UK. Produced and directed by Don Gronquist. I don't know any of the actors or anybody involved with it. But quick little synopsis says, when three beautiful young women crash their car in a blustery rainstorm and wake up in a mysterious old mansion, they don't realize the magnitude of terror in store for them. Taken in by a spinster, whatever a spinster is, and her demented mother, violence unfolds in an unrelenting tale of sexual repression, turning again and again to savage brutality as it hurls toward its paralyzing climax. So I'm wondering if this would be like unrated or maybe like leaning a little toward the taboo side of things. Oh, Spinster is an old lady. Okay, good to know, Mr. Bones. Thank you. But Unhinged, that synopsis and stuff sounded like, you know what? It's worth giving it a shot. I think it was like $4, $4.99 or something. But I thought, why not? And then just so that Fat Samurai guy would think I was cool, and for no other reason at all, I bought the Street Fighter series. So this has Street Fighter, Sister Street Fighter, and the Street Fighter's Last Revenge. And this is not like Street Fighter like the video game. This is Street Fighter as in the what is his name?
It's Sonny Chiba.
Sonny Chiba, thank you.
The one that's missing is the Return of the Street Fighter or Return of Street Fighter. Yeah, because there's 4 of them.
But this was 3 movies for like $2.99, or maybe, yeah, I think it was $2.99. So it's $3. It was $1 a movie. So I was like, why not? All 3 of them are on one disc. But as old as they are and everything, I don't expect the footage, or the quality to be that great anyways. So, but you know what? I thought 3 little martial arts, kung fu extravaganza type films. Why not? Let's check it out. And then for 99 cents, this was 99 cents, In the Deep Woods with Rosanna Arquette and Anthony Perkins. Figured, I would get this because Anthony Perkins is Oz Perkins' dad. No other reason, but I think Rosanna Arquette, Anthony Perkins. I think that alone is worth spending 99 cents on it. I don't know much else about it. It's got a pretty long synopsis, so I won't read it all. 2 more movies here to go through. Buried Alive, and this is not buried like Ryan Reynolds. This is Buried Alive with people you've never heard of. And it says, Save Your Breath, based on the wildly popular FearNet digital series. Buried Alive follows a seemingly tight-knit group of friends who are held against their will and buried alive in a horrific underground torture chamber. So we'll see. We'll see if this gives me the heebie-jeebies, because I do get claustrophobic and I will never watch Buried again. But if you ever have seen the movie The House is October Built, there's some burying alive there. So, we'll see. Maybe it'll be fun. John, have you seen Buried Alive?
No, not that one.
Okay. Yeah. And this was in the clearance bin. I think it was like $1.99. And then this one right here, Matt saw this sitting on the shelf and was like, hey, another Thomas Jane movie. So I picked it up strictly because it's a Thomas Jane movie, and that's called Hunter's Moon. So obviously a werewolf movie. And we watched it, and it sucked ass. This was terrible. It's got Thomas Jane and Sean Patrick Flannery and Jay Moore. Oh, it was terrible. And it's funny, Mr. Bones, because yes, the first thing I said to that Fat Samurai guy was, it's wolf time. But no, there was no great quotes in this, and this movie sucked. I mean, this is worse than our beloved Vamp Time movie. This is terrible. And I spent fucking $9.99 on this. So yeah. Damn it. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's a Thomas Jane movie, though, so I won't throw it away. But I should, because it's bad. And Thomas Jane is not, let's just put it this way, he's not the Punisher in this movie. So that's what I got. I got some good stuff. I got 3 duds, and otherwise I'm pretty happy with everything else. So, but I had a lot of fun. It was a great time hanging out with you, John, in Vegas, and hoarding up on some movies and going to Zia Records like we always do.
Yeah. Well, and we also saw Wolfman. So
yes, and I showed the poster a little while ago, and my poster got wrinkled as I was walking in because of how windy it is outside. But that's okay, because I don't think I'll ever put that poster up, because especially like if I was going to get Julia Garner's autograph, I would get it on the Ruth Funka. I wouldn't get it on that poster. So I'm not too worried about it, but it was a good time, man. Days of the Dead was fun. Seeing you, hanging out with you was fun. Hanging out with Nocturno was fun. Seeing some of the other legends like Frank C at the convention was great. We missed Shadow Man and his lady. So that was kind of a bummer. But all in all, we had a great time. I got to meet the Mahal brothers in person for the first time. I'd never met them in person before. Yeah. So took a picture with them. That was great. Nice. Very, very nice guys. Yeah.
Yes.
Great dudes. So, and they were with Johnny. How do you say his Molinario? Is that how you say his last name?
Johnny? Oh, yes. Yeah, I really like him. He's a friend of mine, and he was in my short film Cannibal.
Okay.
And he's in Drew Marvick's Pool Party Massacre.
Okay.
And he plays the dad, and he's hilarious. And then I also got to work with the mom on another movie. Yeah, he's a really good actor too. He's really good. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, and he was a great guy too. Very nice. They were all very cool. So that was a lot of fun. And yeah, seeing all the celebrities and everything, it was a great time. Tom, how do you Skerritt? Is that how you say his last name?
Tom Skerritt, yeah.
Yeah, Top Gun and Alien and stuff. He was there, man. He is getting up there in age. He it's like I think of him. I think of Top Gun. I was 40 years ago, but man, I don't. God, it's just so crazy to see somebody, and then you see him, especially. What was the girl from Alien that was right next to Tom? Gosh, what was it? She's one of. Oh, you weren't there. Sorry, I'm asking you like you were right there. One of the only like 3 surviving cast members from the original Alien movie. Gosh, she was sitting there right next to Tom, but try and pull it up right there. But you see her.
I know who you're going to say. Veronica Cartwright.
Yes, Veronica Cartwright. Thank you. Yes. So, but you see Veronica Cartwright in Alien, and she's like this young badass, in great shape, good looking, everything. And then now you see her, and it's like, wow, how are you that old? Because like, man, her and Tom, they look old. Time. I mean, here's the thing. It's been 40 years, and you figure they were probably at least, even if they were in their mid 20s, that still puts them at 65, but she's got to be older than that. She's got to be older than that. Let's see. She was acting already in 1961. I don't see her birth date pinned on here unless it's in the more info. 1949. 49. So she's 76 years old, or about to be 76 years old. So Yeah, she's 75 right now. So, and she looks every day of it. But you know, it's cool that
but she's another one of those actresses that you get because she was in like one movie, kind of like Sam Neill. You want Sam Neill because he was Damien. So, you know, and so she, you know, being an alien, and then she was also in the remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and you just kind of get her to be in your movie because she was in like one film that she's really known for.
the remake of the Invasion of the Body Snatchers was the remake in 1978? Was that the remake?
Yeah, there was like
Okay.
1954. Then because the
Oh,
remake is in San Francisco, and it's got
okay.
Donald Sutherland and a very early Jeff Goldblum.
Okay. Yeah, but she's been in a million things, but yes, it would have been cool to get like, you know, if I had like an alien Funko, to maybe get her and Tom to sign it, you know, like that would have been pretty cool. But I didn't have the alien Funko, and I'm like, I got no room for this stuff, you know, so I'm picking and choosing at this point. But she seemed really nice, and it was cool to see her there. Seeing these people in person is always very cool. So you know, Linnea Quigley was there, just all kinds of different celebrities. You know, lots of people from the Terrifier. They were doing that again, and so it was a lot of fun. I had a great time, and you know, it's always too short. But the good news is I'll be seeing you before too long. I won't throw dates out there. I don't think anybody needs to know exact date that you're moving or anything, but you'll be moving, so I'll be back out there to help you do that.
Yes,
before too awful long. So, but before that, we've got Creep I.E Con coming up again, and I don't mean to brag because I know you won't be there this time, but Tobin Bell and John Bernthal. Oh yeah, it's gonna be badass.
dude. I'm now a couple episodes into Daredevil season 2, and that very first episode's got the Punisher in it, and man, was that brutal. And now Daredevil's meeting Elektra. So that was the episode I ended with. So I'm probably going to watch a couple episodes when we get off here. But
Yeah.
it's so now I'm really looking forward to the Punisher series, you know, the Netflix stuff. And Nerdrotic had a whole bunch of people watching the trailer for the new Daredevil show, and Nerdrotic is like a huge comic book fan, like he's a huge Daredevil fan. So he was naming all the different characters that are, you know, from the trailer for the new show. And so now I'm excited for that.
Nice.
Because it's like I didn't realize, because of the costumes, I guess I'm not used to them. Like Bullseye is in it, and there's a few other people that are now going to be in it. So I'm quite excited for that.
Nice. Yeah, I am very excited. And I hope you enjoy the rest of season 2. And supposedly the way you're supposed to watch them is you're supposed to watch season 2 of Daredevil, and then you're supposed to watch Punisher season 1, and then Daredevil 3, and then Punisher season 2, I think. If I remember correctly. So, because yeah, Punisher takes place after season 2 of Daredevil. But they're phenomenal. And yeah, now if I ever see Charlie Cox in person again, I'm gonna call him Red. Hey, Red.
I bet he would get that.
Yeah. But and that's hopefully that reference makes sense to you already. I can't remember what episode.
It's the very first episode of season 2 is where, because he's now got the full costume on, and yeah, so the Punisher keeps calling him Red. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, good. So yeah, but that was funny. That was funny. But man, powerful episode. It's season 2 of Daredevil is great, and then season 1 of Punisher. Man, you watch those 2 seasons back to back. Good TV right there. So
yeah,
man, I cannot wait. Hopefully season 4 of Daredevil is phenomenal, and hopefully the rumor is true, and they do another, like a 3rd season of the Punisher, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, John, I think we'll wrap it up. I know.
Well, actually, if you don't mind, there are some questions here.
Oh, okay.
That people had.
Well, Liv,
So-
what's up, Liv? I was ignoring the questions. My fault.
Hey, Liv.
Question for you, John. So you leaving Las Vegas or just moving houses?
I'm moving houses because of my job. So I got
Okay.
promoted, and so now I'm moving because I got promoted, but it will still be in Vegas.
Yeah. Let's see. The dead zone is like time travel, but looking in instead of traveling. I must have missed something up here. OGB and John Ward, have you seen? Oh,
yeah, Dead
sorry.
Zone is excellent. Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I own Dead Zone. I don't remember if I've seen it or not, though. But
it's my favorite Steve. I mean, the one with directed by David Cronenberg with Christopher Walken is my favorite Stephen King movie, and it's the best thing I think David Cronenberg has done.
Maybe I don't own it. I thought I owned it. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Let me go back up here. Maybe I missed some. Oh, Dead Zone, good. Christopher Walken. Oh, you know what? I think I'm pretty sure I've seen that. Wiki Network says hello, Jude. Yes, Butterfly Effect is a good movie. Okay, so I think we're in the right place. Okay, so do you have Dead Zone? It looks like I don't see it on my. I could have swore I had it. Maybe it's in a collection or like on a 2-pack, because a lot of my like double features are up there. They're not in here, but I could have swore I had Dead Zone, but
it is so good.
Dead Snow 2, Dead Sushi, Dead Country, Dead Heading, Deadly Renovations, Death and Compass. No, I guess I don't. Shame on me. You can't own them all. I got to catch them all. Pokemon. Poke your mom. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, so Dead Zone is like time travel, but looking instead of traveling.
I think what that means is in the film, Christopher Walken's character, when he touches you, he could see what is going on at that moment. He could see a little bit into the past. He could see a little bit into the future. So it's kind of like a mental time travel.
Okay.
Time travel movie. Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, Gale says Ohio State beat his Irish tonight. Oh, wow. So Ohio State national champions, huh? Wow. What a busy day today. Being Martin Luther King Day, which I guess we should mention that, very grateful for somebody like Martin Luther King to have the cojones he did to stand up for human rights the way he did and lost his life over it. So big ups to Martin Luther King. And Ohio State beat the Irish. So the National College Football Championship was tonight. And I think there was some other news today. Something else happened today.
Kind of a slow day, boring day.
Yeah, slow day.
Not
in
much
news,
happening in America.
Yeah, not much going on. Roller skating before rollerblades. Roller skating sucked as of 1990. What? Roller skating before rollerblades. What are we talking? I'm missing something. Were you having a conversation about roller skates?
No, as a kid, I used to go roller skating at the rink, and they had some Skate Town USA, Roller Boogie. They had some pretty big skate movies. Yeah,
I've never done rollerblading at all, but yeah, I do remember back in the day, and I'm trying to remember the name of the roller skating rink. It was called Aquarius was the name of the place. I always have to think of the song, The Age of Aquarius. There was the Aquarius roller rink, which is now a 24-hour fitness. But going roller skating, especially like playing Little League baseball or something at the end of the season, you'd have like the big party where everybody would go roller skating. A lot of fun. But I've never owned personally a pair of rollerblades. Wife and kids have, but I haven't. Hey, I remember the 1960s. I don't. I wasn't here yet.
I was born in 67, so I don't remember the 60s at all. I remember some of the 70s.
Yeah, I remember having. I think I got my first bicycle and played some t-ball in the late 70s. But we are fucking old. What are you gonna do? If you don't have Dead Zone, I can send one to you. I don't have Dead Zone, Gale, and that would be awesome of you. But I hate to have you go out of your way there. But it looks like I don't. I thought I had a copy, but I don't. Fall Rain. Yes, indeed, you are correct. It is not wolf time. It's definitely not wolf time. We watched this shitty movie right here, Hunter's Moon, with werewolves. It is definitely not wolf time, but it most certainly is.
It's vamp time.
Vamp time. Oh yeah, baby. Gotta love some vamp time. But let's see. My dad was born in 61. Wow, that makes me feel fucking old. your dad's like not much older than us. Look, I have two. Oh, you have two copies. How about them apples? I know this is awful. We're getting old. We're sitting here talking about how old we are. My fault. I remember calling rollerblades fruit booters. What?
Don't know that one. I like the name.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Your dad's a loser. He was born in 54. Wow. And so it's not a correlation that he's a loser because of the year. But yeah, man, Jude, my mom was born in, I think, 52. My dad was born in 53, I want to say. But yeah, we're old. Well, John, let's get out of here, man. I'm going to go relax. I had a long drive home from Las Vegas today in that holiday traffic after a long whirlwind of a weekend. Had a great time, but it was great seeing you. I look forward to seeing you again.
Good seeing you, as always.
I have $3.25 credit.
I think I have to turn. Wait, which direction? I have to turn this way. And it was good seeing everybody in the chat. Thank you. Hello. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye, John. Good seeing you, John.
Bye, Philip. Bye.
High five. High five. High five. There you go. There you go. Oh, man. It's been fun. Thanks for hanging out, John. Great pickups you got there. And
yep, same thing for you.
Thank you. Everybody join us next Monday. We'll be previewing Creep I.E Con and I will, at least, maybe Wet Movie 1, or I'm not sure. But before that, we'll have the review up of the new Marky Mark movie, the airplane one. I'm drawing a blank on it right now. I said it earlier, but
something flight
risk. I think flight risk, right? Yeah. So that'll be up Friday, but Wednesday, my full video with the panel of the Revenge of the Nerds will be up Wednesday for everybody to check out. So check that out. And John, what do you? I know, getting ready for the move and everything. Are you got any other videos or anything coming out your channel?
No, and I know some people in your chat subscribe to my channel, and I apologize for not putting up anything. I did one video at the beginning of the year and went, hey, it's the first video of the year, and I haven't done one since. No. All because of packing and the promotion, and I should, because I have stuff in mind, and now it's getting kind of late. So I don't know if they're really relevant anymore, but I'll get back to doing the videos as once all this calms down. So
yeah, and I think everybody understands. You got to get through the move, get into into the new place and get settled in and stuff. So we're looking forward to checking that out and seeing what your background looks like. After you get it all set up over there.
Yes, because now I'll have an office. I won't be sitting. Cool. Because my kitchen is literally right there. So I sit right on the edge of my kitchen, and the table's in the living room. So yeah, now I'll have my own office and then a separate bedroom. So yeah, it will be good.
Hilarious. Your mom is 1954 also, and 89. Oh, wow. Your mom, so she was 35. Wow, Liv. Wow. Yeah, my mom and dad didn't wait around. They were like young bucks and popped us all out. So but anyways, everybody,
thank you. Thank you.
There you go. Yes. Much love around here. You love it. I love it. Bunch of legends. That's the best part of doing the live streams, getting to see all these badasses and everybody cool that we get to hang out with. So all right, John, well, thank you, sir, and everybody have yourselves a wonderful evening. We are out of here. Bye bye.